A plan generations in the making. A chapter marked with the misnomer of heretic. 2 custom armies. 2 stellar players. This is 40K in 40 minutes. Battle in the Shadows. Greetings 40K fans, your host JT here, and by all that is holy, do we have a good one for you today. Tycho, Child of Chaos, brings his beautiful Shadow Vipers into battle, into the many hats and heads, apparently, of Nick and his Genestealer Cults.
Hello, I'm Tycho, the child of mostly chaos. Today I'm playing with Shadow Vipers.
Tycho's Shadow Vipers are playing as Loyalists and Blood Angel tactics today. He's got a Captain on a bike with Artificer armor, a Primaris Lieutenant, and a Primaris Tech Marine. Big squad of heavy intercessors, another squad of 5 intercessors, an Impulsor, an attack bike squad, a drop pod, an Eliminator squad, some Hellblasters in a big block of 10, squad of Infernus Marines going inside that drop pod, squad of Infiltrators, 2 Invictor tactical warsuits, a Repulsor, and a Suppressor squad. Allied in, he's also got a Vindicare Assassin.
My army's got a bunch of tricks up its sleeve. So the drop pod's gonna allow my Infernus Marines to start in reserve, come down turn 1 wherever they want, and burn something real good. That's gonna be a really handy trick, especially against the low armor of the Genestealer Cults.
Hey folks, Genestealer Nick here. Today, I of course am playing my Genestealers, and I am really excited to face Tycho's Shadow Vipers. We're gonna crawl up from those sewers and beat him to a bloody pulp.
Nick's got a plethora of characters. He's got an Abominant, a Jackal Alphys, a Nexos, a Patriarch, a Primus, a Reductor Saboteur, and a Sanctus. 2 squads of Neophyte hybrids and a squad of Acolyte hybrids round out his battle line troops. He's also got a squad of Aberrants, an Achilles Ridge Runner, a big squad of 10 Adelan Jackals, a squad of 5 Adelan Jackals, 2 Goliath Rock Grinders, some Pure Strain Genestealers, and an allied Leman Russ and Heavy Weapon Last Team.
Genestealers are all about the sneaky maneuvers, coming back from the shadows here, where, there, and everywhere. They have a cool game mechanic where if you kill one of my guys, I roll a dice and they might come right back. Which means that I potentially have unlimited guys just coming back, and just taking out Tycho's units left, right, and center.
Overall, my army is a pretty dynamic force. I'm gonna try and make sure to keep on the objectives, score lots early, so that Nick doesn't run away with the score.
I'm really looking forward to using my Abominants and Aberrants again, because they're so much fun. They do so much damage if I can get into close combat. Tycho, I bet, will be gunning for them, trying to kill them early.
Nick is a very cagey general, and he knows his Genestealer Cults. This is gonna be a tough battle. I'm gonna have to play my heart out with an army that I'm not super familiar with if I'm gonna have a shot at beating Nick today.
Today's mission is a search and destroy deployment, so we're playing long edges and opposing quarters. Priority targets is our mission today, 5 victory points per objective to a max of 10 per turn, and up to 15 on turn 5 for holding objectives. Special rule today is going to be Minefield, so any advance rolls of a 6 will cause a mortal wound to the unit doing so. Both players are playing tactical objectives today.
Tycho, welcome! Let's do this!
Oh boy, I can't wait.
So we need to see who is going to deploy first.
All right, this is important because I think we're both fielding infiltrators, aren't we?
Who is deploying first? Aha!
Nick has decided to put his Primus with his Acolytes, his Patriarch with his Genestealers, his Jackal Alphys with the Jackals, Nexos with the Neophytes, the Abominant with the Aberrants, and Tycho's got his Lieutenant with his Hellblasters. The Infernus Marines go into a drop pod into Deep Strike, the Hellblasters and Lieutenant are in the Repulsor, the Impulsor has got a squad of Intercessors, Tycho's got his Suppressors in Deep Strike, Nick's got his Neophytes in Deep Strike, Acolytes with Primus in Deep Strike, and his Abominants and Aberrants in a Rock Grinder.
Let's do this, Tycho!
Sounds good, Nick.
My first unit going down, I'm going to put down a unit of Neophytes with a Nexus in it.
Try and claim that corner.
So I got to be 9 inches away from your deployment zone. I'm going to put a unit, the Patriarch and Pals are going exactly 9 inches away from your deployment zone. What's going on there, Tycho?
Infiltrators doing some infiltrations.
I think the tune here is aggressiveness. I've got to be aggressive. I want to take board control, hold Tycho in his home deployment, and get to some of those juicy units and get my close combat units in first. As well as I want to protect my back line. I'm going to put my Acolytes in reserve, one of the units of Neophytes, and that's going to be fun to try to like sneaky maneuver everywhere I want.
Intercessors and an Impulsor.
All right, I'm going to go with my Sanctus. You're probably going to put one there. I'm going to put one over here, and we'll have a sniper battle. Vindicare. Put some of your juicy stuff down. I want to see where it's going there.
No!
Goliath Rock Grinder with aberrants and abominants inside of it. Gotta say, that looks like a juicy target to go get.
These heavy intercessors will start on the objective.
Gotta make some choices now here. Starting to have to make some harder choices. Let's put a unit of bikes down.
Vroom. Master of parkour.
Hardcore parkour. I gotta use a unit of heavy weapons here, and they're gonna go on this hill. This is unlike Tycho.
Tech Marine's gonna go hang out back here.
Let's do a Lehman Ross, why not? Hey Lehman, how's it going?
My last placement will be...
Ooh, the repulsor. My Ridge Runners are gonna go down. And my other Goliath Rock Rider.
Nick's deployment looks like he's really banking on going first. He's got to redeploy before we start.
This is the big important thing. I would really like to go first. I have some shenanigans I'd like to do. What about you?
I want to go first too.
Oh, let's do it.
All right.
Oh, it's a tie.
Oh no.
I got a 2.
I got a 5 again.
My army is designed around that Alpha Strike aggressiveness, and I've deployed to risk it all. And that risk did not pay off.
Oh, I get to go first. This is excellent. He does have some stratagems that might make this a little bit difficult, but this means I think I can get the jump on those Genestealers and axe them before they tear into my lines.
Scout moves, and Tycho presses forward while Nick falls back with his scout moves. Not a bad choice. The Jackal's getting into a bit of cover, but I don't know if they're going to be able to hide. Revenant's Run is a new line of amazing sci-fi miniatures to be used with one-page rules, grimdark future, or your favorite tabletop wargame.
Some amazing custom models for this particular build. I've got some of the coolest Infernus Marines you've ever seen. I've got an amazing Tycho the Lieutenant character model. It's awesome.
I'm really excited. I get to use a Nick miniature. It looks like me even. I've also got this mining laser vehicle that I'm going to be using as a Goliath Rock Grinder with mining laser.
Revenant's Run is available as both 3D printable and pre-supported STL files, or as incredibly detailed physical miniatures. Revenant's Run is an epic line of miniatures sure to delight tabletop veterans and newcomers alike. With unique designs and dynamic sculpts, each soldier, vehicle, and terrain piece is just asking for a little paint before being sent off to galactic war. Join us on this exciting adventure by pledging today, and don't forget to keep an eye out for new unlocks released throughout the campaign.
Each of us get a command point, up to 1.
Tycho's drawn tempting target and investigate signals. Nick's gonna choose the middle objective. That's a good call. Make Tycho come into the middle so that you can tear him apart.
Going as planned, these tactical objectives are treating me pretty nicely.
At the moment, targeting the Genestealers in the middle, as well as Devastator Doctrine, so he's gonna be able to advance and shoot. The Tech Marine buffs the repulsor to make it do better, as Tax says.
12-inch move, they don't even need to advance. I think I can get on the objective.
The Warsuit.
2 the objectives, so that's handy.
Tycho is really spreading wide to get into position here. He's absolutely using Devastator Doctrine to score as much as possible as on Investigate Signals.
The Eliminators are moving within 9 inches of the table edge to investigate signals.
Looks like he's going to be able to tag a whole 6 points at the secondary with that. That's solid.
Here comes the repulsor! Hellblaster's coming out. Ooh, those look fun. Oh, is the drop pod coming down?
Oh yeah!
Are we doing old GW rules where you just throw it and that's where it lands?
That'd be kind of fun.
Drop pod is in, and the Reductus Saboteur pops him with his mine, killing 3 of the Marines. Nice!
The shooting phase!
Shoot me!
So, my units in the corners aren't gonna shoot. They are performing my action. My Tech Marine will open up with his heavy bolter.
Those Oath the Moment Genestealers are in for some hurt, I think. Nick's going to use one with the shadows for a command point. His Genestealers gain stealth and are effectively lone operator. Nice, but no command points left.
I guess that means my Tech Marine isn't shooting. This Invictus Warsuit will start the festivities. He's gonna split fire. He will take aim with his heavy bolter at them.
Got it.
Everything else into your Genestealers. Twin Iron Hail autocannon. Iron Hail.
Into the Genestealers?
Yep, he misses, but with a moment. 2 hits. Strength 9, wounding on 2s, rerolling for Oath. 2 wounds at -1.
2 wounds at -1. Oh, I save one. One goes through and kill the guy.
Frag storm grenade launcher. So that's 5 shots. Oh, fails to move. Twin iron hail heavy stubber. 4s.
Oh,
4 rerolls is fun. Oh, look at that.
4s. Hey, I save all but 1. This guy's down to 1 wound over here.
All right, 3 flamers into your saboteur.
Got it. That was 3.
Ooh, it's cost him 3 Marines, but that Saboteur is dead. Not a great trade, but it takes away some efficiency from Nick.
And now you're split firing into the rest of the flamers into these Genestealers.
Yeah, so that's 4 flamers into the Genestealers. 3s rerolling.
9 5-ups. I save 3. You've killed a guy, killed another, and taken 1 down to wound. So you've killed 3 and taken 1 down to 1 wound.
So now I'm gonna go to the Hellblasters, because this is gonna be hilarious, good fun.
Ooh, Tycho choosing to overcharge with the Hellblasters. He's gonna kill those Genestealers, but what's it gonna cost him?
The misses.
5 up to see if any survive. I saved 3 of them. 3 are dead. And then I gotta roll 3 at a time because the Patriarch has a different save. Let's see. All the regular Genestealers are now dead. And now the Patriarch needs to make all these 4-ups. All right, here we go. Nope, he dead. They all dead.
This shooting phase is going swimmingly. I am killing the things I need to kill. That's pretty good. I'm pretty stoked so far. All right, so that objective's mine now. I've stolen the center objective. Huzzah for me.
Heavy bolter into the.
All 3 hit, no sustained.
I don't save either, which means you've killed 2 of them already. Please give me a hazardous test there, Tycho, and I hope you roll all 1s.
10 hazardous test to makes, only fails 1 of them.
On a 3-up, I can shoot back. 5.
Looks like he's not gonna reroll, so he gets to put another shot in a 3-up into the bike squad, and the quad has to soak 2 more wounds.
All right, let's take a bead on that Alphys. Does your Alphys have a crazy invulnerable save?
No.
All right, I don't need to bother with a special shield breaker round. He goes, pew. Whap.
Oh, to wound.
3.
Oh, wow. The Jackal Alphys is dead. Vindicare doing work.
This Invictus Warsuit is going to fire his heavy bolter at your last remaining heavy weapon, and he's going to fire the rest of his weapons, including his stubbers and his autocannon, into your bikes.
Got it.
So here comes the heavy bolter. All hit, 3s.
Every time, man. Every time. No, you killed the last cannon.
Yay. Here comes the autocannon.
I failed both of them.
Boom.
Invictor Tactical Warsuit wrecking some face here. Wow.
So
And stubby stub.
he's doing some major work this round.
3 stub hits.
3 ones on the bikes. I lose another one.
Tycho still has the Impulsor to shoot. Those bikes are just getting swept away.
So the Impulsor and the entire squad inside of Intercessors is going to shoot at your bikes. Bolt rifles. Wounding on 4s.
Fox got cover. So save 1, but then kill, and then kill, and he's got 2 wounds remaining.
Stormbolters.
On a 4. No, takes another damage. Down to 1 wound with this quad.
All right, here
Stop
comes
killing me, Tycho.
Stubbers in rapid fire.
1 wound on a 4-up. I fail again, and you've killed the quad.
Iron Hail Sky Talon Array.
One save, 2 go through, you kill another bike.
Yay!
I've got 4 bikes left.
Repulsor is going to fire its defensive array into your bikes. Everything else, including its Las Talon, its Las Cannons, into your Ridge Runners. Repulsor defensive array shoots 18 times.
So on 4-ups, I've managed to lose another bike. You've killed this bike. I've got 3 left.
And here comes the Las Talon.
Repulsor's last to shoot. Ridge Runner takes some damage, but not a lot.
I have 5 wounds remaining on this Ridge Runner.
6 for Investigate Signals and 5 for Tipping Target sees Tycho jump out to an early 11-point lead.
Pretty solid turn 1. Let's see what Nick can do.
I'm hoping that my turn I can hit back hard because I need to deal with some of these major threats right here, right now.
Nick's drawn capture enemy outpost and behind enemy lines. That is not a great draw.
The Genestealers might come back on a 4-up. They're
Ooh,
coming
they're
back!
coming back.
Which means I get to put a blip down somewhere. I've got them back. At least I've got the Genestealers back. I don't know if they're gonna be able to help me, but hopefully, maybe in turn 3, I can bring them on and do something key with them. These guys are terrifying.
Oh.
So in my command phase, my Neophytes right here, on a 4-up, are gonna give me a free command point. They do, so I got a free command point.
Gotta use insane bravery as Nick's down to a command point.
So let's go in the movement phase! All right, let's see if I can blow up that Invictor. So these guys are gonna rush and be sneaky, and they're gonna hide so you can't overwatch them.
All right, here he comes. Those bikes are quick. They're gonna scoot around and try and take out something.
The plan here is to try to shoot everything at that tactical warsuit, kill it, and bring it down, and use my rock grinder to get on the objective and hold it. He doesn't have any heavy weapons. I can charge you if I want to. The drive-by demolitions in the movement phase as he drives by him on 4-ups with 1 dice per each model, so there's only 3 guys left.
Oh, drive-by demolitions only manage a single mortal wound on the warsuit.
Movement is done. Let's shoot things. They're gonna use 1 command point for grenade stratagem.
Throwing grenades here for a command point and only a couple more wounds, that's not enough. Nick is out of command points.
And then from here, we're gonna shoot into that Invictus Warsuit with the mining laser.
Tycho's using Armor of Contempt here for 1, down to 1 remaining.
Hooah! I get 1 shot. Yay! Hitting on a 4. Missed. Demolition charge from the Glass Director into the Infiltrators. So 8 shots, hitting on 5s. Strength of 12, so on 2s. 2 wounds at -2.
5s. Save 1.
The flamer from this bike unit is going to fire into these guys over here. D6 shots. 2 wounds at -1.
Save 1.
Nick, the sniper,
Uh-oh.
is going to target Tycho.
No, leave
That
me
might be
alone.
fun. That might be fun. Let's have a Nick versus Tycho duel here.
Nick shooting Tycho. I mean, Nick's model shoots Tycho's model. It still kind of feels personal. Wow, 3 mortal wounds in a Tycho, that's big.
Oh, Tycho's taking a bullet to the face. He's bleeding. He's not down yet. He's gonna make sure that he gets his point across before he goes down.
One more round, Tycho. Give me 1 more shot, and I'll take that Tycho model down. Red Drones are going to fire everything into this Invictor Warsuit. Got it. Let's do it. Mining lasers, D3 shots per. I have a spotter, so they're hitting on 3s. I hit you twice on 3s. 2 wounds at -3.
Both save on 6s.
All right, Stubbers into ya. I hit you 3 times.
He's okay.
At least, though, when I targeted you, you are everything else that shoots at it is an additional -1. Last is the Lehman Russ.
Oh no, we lost his last guy.
Lehman Russ needs to kill that.
Invictus
Needs
Warsuit.
to kill Invictus Warsuit.
The Lehman Russ into the warsuit and nothing. I'm not sure if that was the right target. Those Hellblasters are sitting right there just begging to be fired at.
Nick's shooting phase didn't go as planned. I am still standing pretty tall here.
My shooting phase was a big old bust.
Big bupkis.
So, charge phase. I'm gonna charge this rock grinder into your flamers.
The Rock Rider charges the Infernus Marines.
The rock grinder, as it charges into you, potentially does mortal wounds.
6d6 here, looking for 4-ups for mortals, and he does 4. Boy howdy, 2 more dead Marines, that's gonna help.
Then this bike squad is going to try to charge into these eliminators. I failed that charge, so they're not coming in here. So Lehman Russ is gonna try to charge his impulsor. I can fit right here. Because of the barricade, I can actually be 2 inches away instead of 1, which means I can just fit my butt right there and attack you, unless I roll a 4, which fails. But let's fight right here.
Okay.
Let's see if I can kill some of these flamers.
My poor Infernus Marines.
6 attacks with sustained hits. Hitting on 3s, 6s give me extra hits. No 6s.
The Rock Rider kills 2 Marines in the fight phase, and Tycho makes a ton of saves.
Well, then you fight me back here, and that's the end of the turn.
1 wound.
1 wound on a 3-up. I don't save it, it goes through.
Ah, Infernus Marines. Kicks your tire.
Down to 9 wounds. All All right. Well, that was a terrible turn, Tycho, but
It did not go well for you.
No.
Nick. No.
did not go well, and I killed almost nothing. So the end of my turn, and I gotta say, I'm a little bit disappointed with my army. Didn't really do a lot of things they needed to do. I failed a lot of the key charges. I didn't do damage where I needed to do, and that Invictor Warsuit is still up. It's still taking the objective, which means I've taken him off none of the objectives.
Battle round summary here, and a 1, and Nick got no joy in secondaries. It's still 11-0 Tycho, and he has a command point left as we head to turn 2.
Everything of his is in range. This is gonna be a brutal turn 2.
That was an awesome turn 1. Super stoked. Let's put the pedal to the metal and crush those Genestealer cults.
All right, Tycho, this could be a very bad turn. Bring it on.
Command phase, I go up to 2 command points. You go up to 1.
Got it.
The hits keep coming for Tycho. He's drawn Cleanse and Storm hostile objective. Only battle shock test he has to make is passed. 10 primary points for Tycho. Oath a moment on the Goliath Rock Grinder up in the top of the frame. Tech Marine again buffs the repulsor, and it's 21-0 as we head into Tycho's movement phase turn 2.
All right, let's see what you got, Tycho.
Intor Thethorth.
So then now we're into your movement phase, and your first thing you're doing is disembarking.
I gotta keep killing his units because they just keep coming back, but I don't really have another recourse. I've got good board control. I want to try and maintain that. I think I'm gonna bring in all of my reinforcements and try and make sure that I can keep up the pressure. So here comes the advance of the heavy intercessors.
Ooh, the minefield's bringing some hurt. Interesting choice falling back with the Infernus Marines. They're really no good in combat. I'm surprised he didn't call Tactical Doctrine to let him be able to fall back, shoot, and charge.
Intercessors and my drop pod are both cleansing. Hell Blasterinos, I think, are gonna hold position.
Repulsor's moving up. All right, reinforcement step, and we've got some what going down.
Suppressors drop into the backfield to bring in some support. Ooh, the attack bike and captain are both in. Tycho's really hemming Nick in the corner.
So at the end of your move phase, I get to put down my Genestealers that were waiting, that came back to life, and they got all deployed within 3 inches. So it's really tight, but I can get them all right here.
Shooting phase. Let's take down this truck while I still
All right,
can.
let's see you do it.
Infiltrators are gonna try and grenade your rock grinder.
Tycho uses the grenade stratagem for 1 command point, strips a couple of wounds there, down to 1.
My infiltrators are gonna shoot your bikers.
Ah, neither save. You've killed 1.
I killed a biker. I will do the suppressor squad. Let's open up and try and finish that tank.
Four 3-ups. And I saved 3 of them, 1 goes through. How much damage?
2 damage.
2 damage, I'm down to 4.
Okay, I'm gonna go to my repulsor, all the laser weapons into your rock grinder, and all the bullet weapons into your bikers. So here comes the Laz Talon. Wounding on 3s. Rerolling for Oath of Moment.
4, 5, 6, but back to 5 on cover. I save 1, 1 goes through. Can you do 4 damage? You can! Any 1s it does a mortal wound. I take 3 mortal wounds and kills Aberrant, unless I roll 4-ups for Feel No Pain, which I make 1 of them. And then the rest of the weapons into the bikes.
18 shots!
Ha!
Bikes are dead, but they'll be coming back in cult ambush.
I think I probably need to go somewhere safe, so probably way back here.
Okay, so now I'm gonna go to my Invictus Warsuit, who is danger close to those umbrellas, and he's just gonna open up everything into them. Frag Storm Grenade Launcher!
Top of 6 on the Aberrants.
No wounds. Twin Iron Hail Heavy Stubber. Two wounds.
All right, 4-up, Feel No Pain, save it. So nothing, no more damage.
Those aberrants are taking a real pounding, but that 4-up Feel No Pain is legit.
Wow, those aberrants soak up a lot of firepower. The autocannon.
T6 to wound. 5. No, how much damage? 3 damage. Can I make my 4-up Feel No Pains? I make 2 of them. Ah!
It's a start. The other Invictus Warsuit will open up into those aberrants. The autocannon. but he gets to reroll because it's twin linked, and that'll move down to 3.
All right. Can I save any of these with Feel No Pain? I saved 2 of them. He's taken 1 wound, down to 2.
Our heavy bolter. Nope. Twin Iron Hail Stubber.
I save it.
Nope. My Hellblasters are going to overcharge and shoot at your
Ridge Runners.
Ridge Runners.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Can I get a bunch of 5s? Do either of them explode? Neither of them explode. Well, Ridge Runner's going down like that kinda sucks. Bye, Ridge Runners!
Okay, gold star. I like gold stars. There's a 1. Does he shoot as he dies?
Yep, he does. Gonna shoot this rock grinder over here. And do I save it? Any minus on that, of course? Yeah, it goes right through. Down to 7 wounds on this rock grinder.
Well, let's move right along to my handy dandy impulsor over here. He's going to open up with all his guns onto your bikes.
Impulsor targeting the other jackals, doing some work here.
My attack bike is going to fire its twin bolt rifle at your bikes, and it's going to fire the multi-melta into your rock rider. Here comes the twin bolter.
Ooh, the attack bike pops a couple more.
Here comes the multi-melta. Come on, multi-melta! Oh, both hit.
Gotta get 5s!
So now I have snipery dudes who can shoot, and they stood still, so they have devastating wounds. 3 shots.
Tycho scores 5 points on Cleanse and to Scourge Storm hostile objective to gain himself another command point to go to 2, 16 secondary, 10 primary, 26-0 as we head to Nick's turn 2.
Okay, well that could have been a lot worse. I think I actually managed to dodge a bullet there. Tycho's turn, though rough, wasn't as bad as it could have been. He could have done a lot more damage. I think I'm in a good position to try to take back this game.
No extra command point for Nick this time. Top objective is going to be the tempting target for Nick, and he's also pulled Defend Stronghold. He's up to 5 points. Nick's on the board. 26-5 as we head to his movement phase.
In my movement phase, I'm going to advance these Genestealers.
Pure Strain Genestealers move up 14 inches and take a mortal wound for their trouble because of the Minefield special rule. Tycho spends a command point on Overwatch with his Hellblasters, overcharging again and does 6 wounds. Nick saves 4. Oh wow, no hazardous fails for Tycho.
If I can take all 3 of these objectives and score my secondaries, I've got a good turn going here. This unit of bikes is going to, as they move past this unit of eliminators.
Jackals drive by with a mortal wound. Aberrants are closing the gap on the warsuits.
Tank is moving up here. Gonna tank shock and charge that Invictor. That's what's gonna happen. And then at the end of my movement phase, the reinforcement step, I'll bring in some guys.
The Acolytes spend a command point and arrive within 3 inches of Tycho's Hellblasters. Those Hellblasters may be in trouble, and Tycho's already used Overwatch this turn.
So it's basically lobbing all their stuff and then probably dying the next turn. So a big suicide unit, but if I can use it correctly, it can be really, really strong.
Nick brings the Neophytes down on the flank.
On to the shooting phase! And I'm gonna do with one that I'm excited for. And I'm gonna do with the sniper, and it's gonna go into Tycho.
Leave him alone!
Sniper into Tycho!
Shooting phase now, and Sanctus Nick kills Tycho the Lieutenant. Oh, wow.
That's how he goes. I'll call it the first game itis. Little Tycho is no more. He's taken a second bullet to the head, and that was enough to put him down.
So I kill one of the Hellblasters. Does it get back up?
Does he shoot? He does.
He does. Get back up and shoot something.
I will shoot some Genestealers.
Hellblaster shoots on death and takes out another Genestealer.
Let's go with all of these shots here into this Invictus Warsuit right here with the 9 wounds. Because they came down this turn, they actually have sustained.
Tycho spending command point on Armor Contempt to try to keep his Warsuit in the fight down to 1.
The Whippers, D6 shots each. Matt says I got at least 1 6. I'm looking for 6s for devastating wounds. I got 1 6, 1 mortal wound.
Not 8.
And then the rest of the guys shoot. No wounds with the stubbers. My 2 mine lasers from here into the Invictus Warsuit. Hit you on 4s. I hit you once. Hey, it's a wound! It's a wound!
Mining lasers strip a few more wounds away.
Down to 5 wounds on that Invictus Warsuit. Then we're gonna shoot with this Goliath Rock Grinder, mining laser, into that Invictus Warsuit. Cast demo charges into this unit of flamers, and the heavy stubber into this unit of flamers as well. Heavy mining laser, D3 shots. Hitting on 4s. It doesn't wound. It does.
I think I'm okay.
D6 plus 3 shots of the demolition charge. Hitting on 5s. I hit you 3 times. Strength of 12. Wounds you only twice.
Oh no.
2 damage each.
Oh no. I'm down to 1.
And then the heavy stubber, which is in rapid fire range. So I got 6 shots. Hitting on 4s. Wounds you none. This unit of acolytes, everything into these hellblasters here. Let's see if we can't do it. There is 4 demo charges in there. So 4 D6 plus 3 shots. So they get sustained on 6s. They hit on 5s, however, the Primus in the unit allows them to reroll all failed rolls, hit rolls. And then, these are strength 12, so wounding on 2s.
Big Acolyte bombs come down and they have blown my poor Hellblasters sky high. Luckily, my Hellblasters can shoot back when they die on a 3-up. Oop, all but 2. So I will do 10 shots at your Genestealers.
Dude, you're whittling out these Genestealers. I don't think I'll be able to kill you now. I saved 2 of them, but you killed another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's only 2 left. So I'm gonna split fire with the Leman Russ. He's gonna do the last cannon into the Victor Warsuit right in front of him.
Okay.
He's gonna do the battle cannon into this unit of intercessors behind him. First of all, the big battle cannon into this, D6 plus 3 shots. Hitting on 4s, rerolling fails. Rerolling fails. Got 3-ups.
Fine.
And the last cannon into the Victor. Hits and wounds.
Nope.
Oh, only 3 damage. Oh.
Down to 2.
All right, and then the heavy bolters attached to the Leman Russ are gonna try to finish it off. And I've hit you twice, but I get to reroll fails. Hit you 3 times. 1 wound. Give me that fail. Oh!
Armor of Contempt, baby.
Armor Contempt saves you. Let's do the charging phase.
All right.
I'm gonna charge the Leman Russ into your Invictor Warsuit. Okay, charge again. Should be fine with a 7. So we're just gonna go bonk. As I charge in with my tank, I'm gonna spend my last command point on Tank Shock, which means I can try to kill you with ramming you into you.
Tank Shock downs the Invictor that's tanked like everything, finally! Aberrants are also in.
And then I'm gonna declare a charge against the drop pod with my bikes over here. Can they get in? Okay, so I get both into combat. I've got your Infernus and your Dreadnought into combat. And then my Rock Grinder will also charge into combat there. And he makes it in, and the Rock Grinder will try to do mortal wounds as he charges. He's charging both of the guys right here. So as the Rock Grinder charges in, he possibly does mortal wounds to one of the targets that he charged into. 6 dice, every 4 up is a mortal wound to that drop pod. And you take 3 mortal wounds on that drop pod from me running into you.
Alrighty, down to 5.
And then lastly, let's see what happens. The Genestealers are gonna charge into those intercessors there. Charging in, give me a 3. That's all my charges. Let's fight. My Aberrants first, because they're fun.
Aberrants into the Infiltrators, down they go.
All right, and then these guys will pile into your Invictor Warsuit.
I get to fight.
I'm gonna select my tank. Now it can't fight because there's no eligible targets, but because it made a charge, it can still do a pile-in move of 3 inches, and the whole point of that is to get me on the objective.
It certainly does that.
Then we're gonna go, let's go these Genestealers, these 2 Genestealers.
Oh boy.
Can they take you out? So, 8 attacks with the Genestealers. So wounding you on 4s, 2 wounds, that's it. I kill 1.
Only killing him.
2 of the bikes are going into the Infernus Marine, and 1 of the bikes is going into the drop pod.
Jackal's going to the Infernus Marine, he's dead. The bike into the pod, and it takes a wound.
4 wounds remaining.
But the Rock Grinder downs the drop pod.
Drop pod goes down, kaboom. Well, you get to fight me back now. You do have a fight back here with the Intercessors into the Genestealers, and over there with the Warsuit into the Aberrants.
All right, let's start with the Warsuit. Hitting on 3s. Oh yeah.
So wounding on 2s. Excellent, and he's alive, but he has 1 wound remaining.
Ugh.
The next one, he's dead. The next one, he's alive with 1 wound. The last one, he's dead. You killed 2 of them. Now, over here.
Ah, yes. And 3 attacks apiece.
4 5-ups. And you have one's down to 1 wound.
And the sergeant has a thunderhammer. A
Sure.
little itty bitty thunderhammer.
Bonk.
He hits you once. Wounds.
That's a wound. 5-up invulnerable save. No, you've killed the last Genestealer. You wiped out the
Yay.
Genestealers. Now, do the Genestealers come back once more on a 4-up? They do. Unlimited Genestealer. The problem is, like, only really you still have so much board control that I've got to really put them back here. Again, you have no more deep strikers coming in. That's all the combats. Now, I did manage to take Tempting Target. I managed to take that objective away from you. You still hold on to the center. Those Genestealers just got wiped as they charge across the board.
That is an absolutely huge turn for Nick. If he didn't have something big like that, I don't think this would be much of a game. Nick scored 5 for Tempting Target, has Defense Stronghold ongoing, and we sit at 26-10 after 2 full turns. But let's see how Tycho responds.
All the infantry that I've managed to kill is coming back, so it's going to be a bit of a slog. I have to keep it up on the scoreboard, otherwise I'm going to get overwhelmed.
I've managed to take 2 of the objectives. The center, unfortunately, is gone, but those Genestealers are just gonna come right back. It's gonna be interesting to see what Tycho pulls out of the hat in turn 3. Can he take me back all those objectives? Can he do enough damage? And can I hold on?
Well, I got to keep the pressure on. Nick is cagey, and I know he's coming back with a lot of these units. I got to be careful, otherwise this could run away from me.
Turn 3 here, and Tycho's drawn Defense Stronghold and Assassination. He's targeted the Aberrants with Oath of Moment, and now he's dropped to the Tactical Doctrine. He's going to be able to fall back, shoot, and charge. Tycho sits 2 command points. Nick's got 1. 10 on primary for Tycho to go to 36, and here we go.
This is frustrating. Ah, man, so you're moving within 9 inches.
Oh, solid move there. Impulsor sneaks in and picks up that blip.
Before you finish your movement phase, I get to bring in my reinforcements at the end of your movement phase.
Okay.
Bikes coming in via Cult Ambush.
All right, Vindicator Assassin going after your Primus.
Vindicator targets the Primus. Nick responds with 1 with the Shadows. Takes him out of command points, but now he can't be targeted.
Switching targets to your
You're gonna try to shoot the Abominant?
Dominant.
Retargeting, he's dropped the Abominant, but he does not stand up on a 2+. Oh no! What are the odds? Well, 1 in 6 actually, but still, it feels like way worse.
I managed to kill him with the Vindicator Assassin. That was amazing. Poof, down he goes. My other snipers,
Where are they firing?
I think into those bikes.
Into the
'cause
bikes.
They can't see
Fire away.
them. 2 of them left. Hit once. Hit wounds.
And wounds? Any minus on that?
2, I think.
Hit goes right through, kills the bike.
damage.
Ah! No, not that one, this one. Ah!
This big, beautiful tank. Big lasers are going after your grinder.
This thing's split firing. It's firing its big lasers here and the small guns here. Got it.
Here comes the Talon. Twin link las cannon. It hits. It wounds.
Minus?
3.
It goes through.
7 damage.
Oh, is it D6 plus 1?
D6 plus 1 for las
Oh,
cannons.
I have
yeah.
exactly 7 wounds left.
That's
Oh, the Rock Grinder goes down.
All right, and the rest of the shots from the repulsor into the Acolytes.
so many guns.
Save 2 of them. 3 go through. If you could take off the 3 closest to you, that would be great.
My attack bike is shooting at your jackals. Here comes the multi-melta. Both hit. Both wound.
Can't do anything about that.
That's D6 plus 2.
Bye-bye, bikes.
The bikes are down, and they will not be coming back with Cult Ambush.
Heavy interwhatsits. They're close enough, they will just open up with everything into your acolytes.
Reminder, they have stealth, so -1 to hit.
That was huge. Strength 5, window freeze.
2 wounds on 6s. Hey, got 1. Yeah, that guy. Thank you.
And the heavy bolter. 1 hit. It wounds, -1.
1 wound on a 6. No. Take another 1 off.
My suppressors into your aberrants. Good.
Their buddy George.
Oath of moment.
6 ups. 1 6, and then how much damage do they do each?
2 piece.
2 apiece. So I have these saves to make for Feel No Pains. So, first one on 4s. First, okay, you've killed one guy.
Okay.
The next guy, is he alive? He's got 1 wound left. He's dead. You've killed the unit. Does that unit come back on a 4-up? It does not. You have killed the Abominants and the Aberrants to death.
Tactical Warsuit is going to put his damage 3 gun
Into the tank.
to the tank, and then everything else into these guys over here. Big gun, wounding on 5s. Rerolling because turn late.
3 3-ups on the tank. Saves 2, 1 goes through. 3 damage. Down to 10 wounds remaining on that tank.
The heavy bolter into your squad. Sustained hit, 2.
Saves it. Oh, sorry, do not save it, because I don't have cover there, do I? You killed one.
Yeah.
Blah!
Stubber array.
Tunes, save 1, 1 goes, oh wait, it's from the same guy?
Yep.
Okay, so 1 more dies. Ah!
And the grenades.
All right. And save 1, another 1 goes through. So you've killed a total of 3. If you don't charge them though, they'll all come back.
I will target the bikes because they don't have banners.
Pulsars into the bikes, yep.
The Jackal quads are getting popped. Tycho's just got so many guns. Are you sure he's a Blood Angel?
I've got 2 charges to make. My first charge is my Warsuit.
Into
Your tank.
Warsuit charges the Leman Russ, and it's in. Tank Shock doing some work. Tycho at 1 command point remaining. Suppressors are in as well.
All right, and now he'll try and beat you up.
combat phase.
Go, go, Warsuit, go.
Toughness 11, I believe it is.
4 wounds with my Invictor Fist.
On 4s.
Oh wow, the Leman Russ is dead. This is not looking good for Nick.
All right, that's it. You managed to take me off all the objectives again, and I am left with very little left on the board.
Tycho has scored Assassination and probably will score Defense Stronghold, as Nick really doesn't have much that can pressure his home objective. Nick managed to score Defense Stronghold on his turn to take him to 13, but Tycho has opened up a 28-point lead, 41-13, as we head to Nick's turn 3.
Well, I've managed to make sure of a bunch more points here. I'm continuing to climb that scoreboard. Nick is falling behind badly, but he's not out of this yet. He's got bikers coming back on. I think he can score some secondaries and pull himself back into this game.
All right, Tycho has made this a really tough turn for me. I have very little assets left. My Abominate going down, I didn't expect him to go down. I only needed a 2-up, a 2-up. Great, we go to my turn. I get a command point, go back up to 1.
I got up to 2.
I'm gonna roll to see if my Neophytes give me a command point on a 4. They do not.
Oh wow, deploy homers and secure no man's land. Those secondaries are absolutely no help. Only 5 on primary to take him up to 18.
So in my command phase, I also get some guys back. This one auto-generates 1 back, and that unit, D3 back. I get 2 back. And then those acolytes over there also get D3 back, and they get 2 more back as well. So we're gonna advance with these neophytes. 4 inches, I think that'll get me on the objective. I've taken the objective away from you.
Well, this is 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, that's 2, 4, 6, 8. I'm gonna move a full 12 and hope I can make this really long charge into here. Let's go, guys! Let's go! These guys are all gonna move here. So if I just move them here, I'm not advancing, just move them over. They're gonna be within range of your deployment zone, and the point is that they are going to deploy teleport homers back there. Okay, as these guys move here, within 6 inches of here, they're gonna blow up this thing, or try to. So they're firing all their grenades. 9 4-ups for mortal wounds.
He's done some mortals to the Impulsor. Whee!
We're gonna go into the shooting phase. Sniper.
Yes.
He's gonna shoot into this unit right here.
Okay.
Sniper is sniping. Hey, sniper, no sniping.
So this comes down to the big epic charge. I need to get this bike squad into here with enough models that I can do a pile-in, consolidate to get more guys on this objective.
I think you're really hoping for a 10.
This charge is going to determine whether or not Nick can actually make this a game.
On Nick!
4, 5, 6. That is not enough.
Not enough.
1 command point. Bring it to me, sir. Here we go. Steven Boxcar's it. No, it's a 4. It's a failure.
No, that's it.
Oh, and that will cinch it.
He needed that charge in order to hope to catch up, and no joy. That is a tough way to lose, Nick, and congratulations, Tycho.
Nick survives.
He did.
He's a survivor.
With multiple kills.
With multiple kills. I'll take that and say that's a victory for the Genestealer Cults.
51-28 is where we end this one, folks. Without enough units left to pull this off, Nick tucks his tail between his legs and flees into the shadows, ready to lead another uprising in the near future. Thanks to both our players and to our sponsor. Be sure to check out the link in the description.
Thank you again to our sponsor. What amazing sculpts. I can't wait to put Tycho on the field again, and hopefully Nick doesn't just shoot me in the head again.
There is a dead Tycho and a live Nick. I think I won this game.
As always, a special thank you to you for watching. If you like what we do, please consider supporting us through YouTube membership or Patreon. You'll get exclusive releases as well as behind-the-scenes interviews, early access to most of our shows, and of course, access to our Discord, the most happening 40K community around. That's it for us, folks. On behalf of all of us here at Play On, this has been your host, JT, saying, until the next time you see us in the far-flung future of a grimdark universe, play on.
Thank you so much, Nick. What a fantastic game. I feel like the dice failed you in some key moments, but you put up a valiant fight, and I can't wait. Meet the Genestealer Cults again. Hopefully you don't buy 30 more aberrants and take over the entire galaxy with 4-up, feel no pains.
So Tycho, well done, well fought, and glory to the Emperor, I guess. Four-armed Emperor?
Till we see you next time. Play on.